welcome back to the studio, and welcome to the 5th and final episode of this year and this pilot driver season. I thought I'd been quite clever with that. That's what I've been putting on these pilot episodes.
Pilot driver season.
Because instead of pilot, can have drive
Fine.
Like instead of a pilot episode,
some people call F1
driver.
drivers pilots.
Do they?
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah, I don't. They're still driving, but they say it's like piloting a plane with how quick they go.
I mean, I can see that, to be fair. Anyway, this is the last episode of the year. We finished. Well, at the end of this, we haven't touched wood. We haven't actually finished it yet. But at the end of this episode, we will have finished this season. I think it's been quite good so far, hasn't it?
Well, I'd say so. I don't know if we'd be a bit biased, but
yes, this is the best podcast ever.
It really is. You should all listen to our next episodes.
Yes, and on that, basically, I've decided that we'd be better off from the new year. We will be launching our first official season, and we've got some guests lined up, which is really exciting. And they're not just any old Tom, Dick and Harry off the street. They are proper
guests.
Car nut nerd guests. And unbelievably, they've all agreed to come to Cardiff, to the studio.
Wow.
To film. And
you do some tidying.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to do give this a lick of paint. But also, from January onwards, we will be YouTube only. So you will all be able to watch on YouTube. That does mean that Spotify listeners will be left out, but you'll just have to go over to YouTube and listen or watch on there. It's just not quite viable enough to make it worthwhile, because we get a lot more viewers on YouTube / listeners. So yeah, that for the time being, we'll reevaluate later on in the year, but for now, to start with, that's what we'll do. So just a heads up. Anyway, back to the normal rigmarole of this podcast format. What have you been up to this week?
Yeah, well, since I was last here, my car's back from the sprayers.
Oh, yeah!
So it's looking really good.
I don't know why I was so excited. It's worthy of excitement.
So it's got the new badges front and back. It's got...
New badges?
Yeah, I've got new ones.
Oh, okay.
So they look really good.
What are they from? Are they
they're
2009 Cayman ones?
Yeah. You just buy them from... I get them all from Design 911. You put in your reg or whatever and it
Design 911.
But yeah, got all that, and then got it all resprayed as well on the bumpers and the bonnet.
Right,
and
yeah,
it looks
of course.
Really good.
And if you want to hear more about that, we did discuss it briefly in the previous episode. So go back after you finish this episode. Yeah. You can go back and listen to that.
It was in the garage then, wasn't
chat.
It? Was it? I can't remember.
It's been quite a while since we've actually sat down.
But yeah, got the car back.
Had a chat.
And since then, I've also replaced the alternator belt on it.
Oh,
it's beginning to go a bit squeaky.
Yeah.
So
I'm actually kind of gobsmacked at how much you've actually done to that car. Because we're all... Yes, you can say that, it was under warranty and all that. No, that's bullshit. That is the reason.
Well, when I had the Mini, it was under warranty, so I'm not, it's effectively free for it to be worked on. So,
I suppose. But like you would have said to me, oh no, I can't possibly do that because I might break it or ruin it. Or
since then I've worked on lots of cars.
Now you've got a much higher end car you've decided to work on.
Well, I've built 2 classic cars since then, so like the way engines work now is identical. It's just there's more computers involved, which I don't like. But
I mean,
if you can build one engine, you can build them all.
I think it's great that you're this sounds really patronising.
You're proud. You were proud.
Yeah.
I was proud of myself too.
Yeah,
but no,
you've come a long way.
I have. I have.
Little Ewan.
But no, it's horrible to work on though, because as you in the photos I sent you, we'll put some up on the screen on YouTube in a second. But yeah, I had to squeeze behind the seats, and then you've got to take like all the carpet and this like firewall cover off.
Yeah.
And you're sort of trying to like yoga position yourself into doing it, and it's not easy. But it only took by the time I took all the carpet and stuff out, the actual changing of the belt took about 10 minutes.
Oh right.
It took so long to take all the carpet out and everything like that.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, changing an alternator belt normally is fairly straightforward.
Oh
isn't
yeah,
it?
it literally was like it's a it just has a generic amount of tension. There's no you don't adjust the tensioner. Then it's just because it's just always
like
on.
A spring kind
so
of
then
thing.
you just pull it back, but you need like a good amount of leverage to do that. You pull that back, slip the old belt off, put it back again, and slip the new one on. Yeah.
Some cars, like I was helping my brother on his Caddy, which has got the AAZ Passat engine, the diesel.
The
90s diesel in the 80s Caddy. I'll put a screen of that on as well, but a picture of that overlaid now. But with that, you have actually got to move the alternators on like a hinge. You just move the alternator to tension the belt.
I see.
So yeah.
There we are.
In other news, I can't remember how many episodes ago I said that my car was dead. But it's still dead.
Oh,
it's still on the drive. It's still on the driveway. You walked past it then, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know if it had moved.
Yeah, no, it hasn't. That's exactly where it's been, and it's stayed there for a while. I've been quite busy enough to not need a car really. Which is it's weird how I'm getting used. It's really bad. I'm getting used to not having a car. But
we'll have to fix.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
We'll have to get it all fixed soon, so you can fix your outlook on things again. You realise how good it is to have one.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I could survive without a car full stop, but I could certainly survive without a car daily. Like, I'd have to know that I'd have one. I'd have to know that I'd had one for like weekends or something.
But like without a car, that's fair.
Oh, I quite like public transport. I mean, maybe that's blasphemous to say on a
I get it though, because you
podcast.
can sit there and just relax or do a bit of work while you're on it.
Yeah.
Unless it's cross country, then you might be waiting at the station for 3 hours without anything at the moment.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah,
intercity is fine. I think.
But I reckon the longer the train, the better. I love.
There's always delays though cross country. That's what I'm meaning. It's like they're so unreliable now. I like the idea of a cross country one, but at the moment the train lines are so awful.
It's so like
I think
fun.
My brother it was meant to be a 3-hour journey. Took him 10.5 hours the other day because he had delay after delay after delay.
Oh, what a nightmare!
So
from where to where?
Cardiff to Birmingham.
Oh my god!
So yeah, it's like not a long journey at all.
Oh my god! What a nightmare!
The Brummie viewers will love that.
Shall I do the rest of this podcast in a Brummie accent?
If you ever go again to Birmingham, you might get stabbed for it. But
maybe so. Maybe.
But yeah, so I'd avoid cross country at the moment just from hearing the amount of stories from people that I know who have tried it recently.
I mean, speaking of public transport, the next 2 weeks I'm moving to London for work. And
not long term.
Just for 2 weeks. Well,
you do like London though.
There's something about it that
I hate London long term.
Yeah, I know,
any more than 3 days in London, I cannot stand it.
I mean, I love the idea of it, and every time I'm there, I really am excited by the kind of hustle and bustle of it all.
Yeah.
But having said that,
busy it is.
I've never been there for longer than maybe 3 days.
Yeah, and
so 2 weeks is going to be a step up, and my commute to work every day, I have to get to work at 8 o'clock, and I'm staying in Chiswick, and I have to get to Bow. What Chiswick is West London, I have to get to East London.
Right.
So I've looked it up, and it's going to be about an hour and 20 minutes on the tube every morning. So fun, but as I said, I like public transport.
Exactly,
so it's going to be fun.
You're going to hate
probably
it by the end.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, it sounds interesting to you.
I've got a few things lined up. First of all, I mean. I'm going. Oh my god! Also, this isn't the exciting thing of the whole thing, but it is quite exciting to me. I messaged them to. I'm working on a short film, basically, doing some stop motion props for a short film. So I'll be working at sort of 1 to 12 scale. But I asked them if I could have any more information about the film, and they said no, because you have to get here and sign an NDA first, which is so exciting. I think it's probably an unprecedented amount of excitement, but. I've never had to sign an NDA before.
No,
it's quite exciting. I don't know why.
I have to torture the information out of you.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, I'll be under embargo for. I mean, I won't be able to say anything until the release of the film. And often with these kind of films, they take like years, or maybe the film's already been commissioned and they don't. I don't know. Sometimes they retrospectively make it and then sell it. But maybe it's a company that's been set up to make this particular film. But yeah, anyway. The director that's working on this film has done films with Toby Jones and that kind of level of. He played the voice of Dobby.
Oh, okay.
And he was he played Mr. Burton in the recent Mr. Burton. No, he didn't. He did. He played Mr. Burton, but the teacher Mr. Burton, not the actual Mr. Burton, Richard Burton, Mr. Burton. Anyway, tangent. But yeah, in car news, this weekend coming, I'm gonna go to the Land Rovers of London car meet, which is in Berkeley Square. And I've always kind of, for the last few years, I've wanted to go up there, but I've obviously, being in Cardiff is a bit of a trek just for one morning. But I'm going to be there right at the time that it's happening, so
that's worked out well.
It's going to be really fun. Yeah, so I'm going to go there for the morning, and then I'm going to go to the Bartlett School of Architecture because they've got a design exhibition on, and I'm going to go and see some Wes Anderson bits in the design museum as well, which is fun. So hopefully, I'll do a lot of car spotting, a lot of. Yeah, I'll be able to report back in January in our first episode of next year of kind of how it went and how many cars. I think it'd be interesting to kind of case study the kind of trip and report back. But yeah, there's a bit of a teaser for the next episode, next season. In other news, I have spotted Jaguar have been releasing, or there's been some posts I've seen online.
Oh, they fired the guy that did the rebrand. I saw that. He's gone.
Oh, really? Oh, right. Oh, the guy.
The guy that was in charge of it all.
Oh, right.
Of the rebrand for Jag.
It was a bit wayward, wasn't it?
He's gone now.
The thing is, it's funny that, because you kind of... I mean, yes, it was a bad job, but if everyone had liked it,
well, he
then
would have stayed, but...
he would have stayed. So it's
yeah, if you do a bad job, you're shot.
But
not literally. I mean, maybe literally, we don't know.
I think he's done a good job, but definitely not for a Jaguar. Like, he's done a good job for a perfume company or something. But
yeah, it's just...
I mean, I wonder what his background was in.
I don't know of the guy. I know nothing about it. I just saw something on Instagram today saying that they'd
the headline
that they'd announced he was leaving the company.
Right,
which is basically a nice way of saying we fired.
You're gone.
He's gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it makes you wonder what direction they're going to go in next, because everyone was like, Jaguar meant to be this, like cool, quite sinister company, and they went the complete other way. It makes you wonder now if they're going to go, balls deep, as it were, into being that, the sinister, cool, sleek company as we all knew them as being. So it makes you wonder if they'll go all in on that then, because that is what they're famous for and what they're known for.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like the Defender, the whole Defender thing, which I wasn't happy initially. I mean, I like the new Defender, but it's not a replacement for the old Defender. Mini, up until 2000s, their car was exactly the same. Basically, carbon copy all the way from the 60s right up to 2000. Likewise, the Land Rover is like just a carbon copy of itself all the way up to 2014.
But they did try and stay, even with the modern design, they tried to have the odd design cue here and there, whereas with Jag, it was a total redesign, and they tried to forget all of the heritage. They tried to leave the heritage behind, which I don't agree with, because you should play on it.
It's even going beyond subjectiveness. It's objectively a really bad business decision. Yeah, because surely, like 90% of Jaguar's customer base are going to be like, oh, we know Jaguar for being this company, so that's why we buy them. Well, maybe not 90%.
Well, probably 90%, because most of the ones you see around are,
it's just ludicrous.
Well, yeah, most of them are, nearing retirement age. They want something nice, but they're not going to drive the socks off it, sort of thing. Yeah. Because if you want that, you probably
F-Pace customers. Yeah,
and
stuff like that.
Or even an XE customer. If you wanted a sportier car, you go for a BMW 3 Series or something like that, because that's its direct competitor. But if you want a more, one that lounge about a bit more in, that's more casual and cushy to drive.
But with the Mini, Frank Stevenson in the NEC that we talked about in the last episode, he was talking when I went to the NEC and saw him speak live on the stage. He was talking about how when he designed the new Mini 1, he didn't just design what he wanted the new Mini to look like. He went back to 1960 and decided to evolution make an evolution of the car from the 1960 in 1970, 1980, 1990, those different versions, and then he arrived at the 2000 version, and it was kind of a natural progression for him.
Yeah, because
so maybe
they all fit in. Even now, like maybe not so much now, because I think the Cupra has gone a bit angular in a way. Because you know the new tail lights are like triangles and whatever. I'm not a fan of that.
No, I don't either.
So I think because up until like the generation that I think my generation, then like they was like the one just after that was like very similar, weren't they?
Yeah.
And then this new facelift one I'm not a fan of.
I wonder if I just don't like it because it's different. Like it took me a long time to get used to the new BMW grille. Remember that? That caused a massive stir,
I'm not the biggest fan of the new BMW. Like
I quite like it now.
On certain cars, on the M cars it looks good, but on the normal cars I don't think it does fit in as well because because with the M cars there's other little splitters and other design choices here and there that sort of take away from the big grille. But on the other ones, like on like the new 7 Series, awful.
They're massive. It's like those ridiculous like AI renders that just make it look. It reminds me of in Home Alone. There's that grill that
the one that
he's scared of in the basement.
Yeah.
It's like that, isn't it?
No, but what I don't get with design decisions like that is, like there's so much red tape around designs nowadays.
Yeah.
Or anything nowadays, really.
Yeah.
But, how many people did that have to go through for every single person in that room to think that's a good idea?
Yeah, yeah.
Because did not a single person in that room have an opinion that day?
But the thing... yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Were they too scared?
But the thing with the new Jaguar, having seen... I mean, obviously we saw it before was it January, February that we saw them like rolled out into like... They had a few rolled out in Paris and they had a few rolled out in London.
Oh, yeah.
And they've had another batch.
We saw one in Goodwood, didn't we?
Yeah. But that was a non-car. It's just the outside shell, I think, wasn't it? Don't shoot me. You haven't got any weapons on you now, have you?
I'll tell you in a minute. Depends what you say.
I don't hate the new design of the car, but it's definitely not a successor to a Jaguar.
No, because Mercedes released one. Did you see their new concept?
Yeah.
And the silhouette was very, very, very similar to the Jaguar one.
Why have I mentally accepted the Mercedes design and not the Jaguar one?
But the colour they chose for the Mercedes and just the general, because then the Mercedes, although it was long and sleek from the side, from the front it was more rounded, whereas the Jag looks like some sort of fuzzy loafer type shoe.
Loafer.
Like I don't know, it just looked like, and I don't know if it was the colour as well. Like I think it was a mixture of a lot of things that made it look a bit crap.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just one big issue; it was lots of like medium ones that then just made it.
I mean, speaking of colour, now this really, really annoys me. So I saw on James Exton's Instagram a few days ago. He posted a picture of the. It's like a midnight red kind of scarlet kind of coloured. The new Jaguar, what is it called? The Type 001? And he said in the comments, "What do we think of this new colourway? Why are people using the word colourway to describe? Why do you need the word way? Didn't it stem from like shoes or something?"
I was going to say, I think it was a colourway from shoes because they'd have like so many.
Why can't you just say, "Do we like this new colour"?
Because like a colourway is something that you might say about like a livery of like a race car or something, because they have so many different colours and designs.
Colourway is this like new, trendy. Yeah, I sound like an 80-year-old, but I don't know why it annoys me so much. But it really, like,
not a fan of change.
Well, maybe, but it's just I'm going to be trendy and not even, think about what I'm saying. I'm just going to say colourway because it sounds
hip, cool.
It's just kind of, I got secondhand embarrassment from him, and from you for saying hip and cool.
Hip and cool. I was trying to say it because you're like, I'm 80, so I was like...
Hip and cool.
Spotify Wrapped that came out today. It said I had the listening habits of a 52-year-old. It's because I like 90s rock, and it was just you've like average listening age is 52. My dad had 21.
Really?
And so did my mum, and I was like, oh god.
Yeah. But anyway, let's get on to the main topic of today's episode.
A good thing for a future episode could be good driving songs.
Yes, I thought of that as an idea for Instagram Reels. Just jamming
Keep an eye out for those.
traffic lights with the window open, seeing how passers-by react. Anyway,
I was listening to a live by Pearl Jam recently, and I had my windows down because it was a nice day, and I was driving. You
go ham in the car when you've got a good song on.
I like it.
Tapping on the wheel, shoulders going, head
it's like
going.
in Baby Driver when he's waiting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was listening to that song, and it wasn't like loud because I don't want to be obnoxious, but it was a warm day, so I had the windows open because when I'm on site, I'm stop-start, so I'll often just leave the windows down ajar.
Yeah.
And that song has like a 2-minute or so like guitar solo in it, and it was just on that bit. And I think I was probably like nodding my head to it as it was going.
Yeah.
And then there was this guy on the side of the road that pointed at me and was just like, "Yeah, man." And I was like, "Okay, that's got to be on the list."
What's that song by Stereophonics? That's one of their most famous.
Dakota,
more famous
I'm assuming.
ones.
Because that's like the big one they always do as an encore.
No, C'est la vie.
Oh, C'est la vie. That's a good one.
That's a really good driving song. I saw someone I knew crossing the road in front of me, and I was like, and then it took me ages to realise, but I was just in traffic and they were crossing the road, and they were just there like
looking at you. Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
We've all done it.
Hi.
At that point, I think you just carry on and just pretend they're not there.
Yeah, I mean, I think they carried on jamming as well. Yeah. What's your go-to driving song?
Ooh, there is. It depends, because sometimes I just want like music but no lyrics. I just want like an instrumental. There's a song called "Heavy Friends" by a band called Boris.
Not heard of it.
Probably I've only found them because of my brother. He's into all sorts of music, but this is from like a Japanese noise rock band, so they don't really ever sing in it, but it's just like big and loud. It sounds dirty, and that's a good one. Some of the songs
sound like you're describing one of those trendy burger shacks.
Yeah, honestly,
big and dirty.
You need to listen to that song
something else,
like
actually.
a good sound system though, or like just you need just something that can like get good bass and just it's awesome.
You know what? Speaking of good sound, I really love those like sculptural, really fancy, expensive speakers. I think they would be like really good props for the back of them.
Have you seen the Bugatti speakers that are like 50 grand or something?
Have you seen the B&O Tower speakers that are all like like
satellite dishes?
They kind of look like that, and they're like lots of different faces, and they're like 80 grand a piece.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's like, but yeah. Anyway, before we run out of time,
so this has been a very sidetracked episode, but this is it's good fun.
Yeah. That's good, because we've got no research on the rest of the topic, so it's fine. I want to talk about the most amazing, well, maybe not most amazing. Well, you can all comment down below on what you think about our opinions now and what your favourites are of this topic, but the best engine-car combinations. Have you got anything that springs to mind immediately?
The one that's sprung to mind, it came up today for me just scrolling through the internet anyway, but it was a Dodge Viper ACR with the 8.4 litre V10. It was
those ones with the massive long bonnet,
wing, massive long everything,
front,
and it's just ridiculous, And yes, I can't remember how many horsepower. It was like 670 something odd horsepower, I think.
645 apparently, according to my brain. I'm not looking at my laptop.
To your brain, no. But yeah, I just think it's awesome. Is the largest production engine, or largest engine fitted in like a modern production car.
8.4 litres is insane.
Massive.
It's ridiculous.
And so yeah, I love that. They sound
how
awesome.
heavy that is.
I don't know. But the thing is, though, it depends if it's like aluminium block or whatever. I don't know the details of it.
Yeah.
It depends really, but yeah, like, and the ACR as well, like a normal Viper, they were saying they can do like just over 200, but the ACR, although it has more power, it only has a top speed of 177, or only, because it makes so much downforce, it slows it down at top speed, like at that high.
So peter off.
So it's not limited power wise, because obviously it has more power than normal, but it's just the fact it makes so much drag and downforce. So that's why it's so quick around the turns, but in a straight line, it lost like a good 20, 30 odd miles an hour.
My God. But when you're going around a track and you're slowing down,
well, you'll never reach that top speed anyway,
exactly.
So you need that.
It's mental. Yeah, it is all aluminium block and heads. 8,382 cc. That's just absolutely.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
It's just ridiculous.
That is pretty much 8 times the size of my first car's engine.
Yeah,
It's just ridiculous when you put it in that.
Yeah, into context like that.
Yeah, and it's just wild, isn't it?
Yeah. Speaking of amazingly incredible wild cars, let's move swiftly over to the brand that I love to mention very often, Volkswagen. Whoever was in charge of the design engine decisions in 2000, I want him.
They were on.
I want to be him. Yeah, they were on something spicy, weren't they? What have we got? We got the
W8.
The W8. Well, I mean, my engine, the 1.8T, they put that's for then. That was kind of a.
How much power was
the
that in that
GTI
stock?
engine.
And the GTIs, is that like 190ish?
No, and mine. I looked at my.
What were your stats?
I looked at my service manual, the stock service, not the service manual.
The stock stats. What were
the
they?
stock stats? And it was 110 horsepower.
Wow,
from stock.
That is an amazing engine, isn't it? Wow.
But they. but it's got 260 now on paper. I doubt it's still got that. But it was remapped. Mine was remapped at 120k miles, and I've done 30k since then. The car's done 30k since then. I think I've done about 25 of those.
A lot of it's on the road trip.
But yeah, true. But yeah, that 1.8T.
They're very
around
capable.
the early 2000s. They are. They meant in so many different cars, like even the Bora and the Golf GTI, obviously.
Well, the advantage of that is that because they were common engines, the parts are cheap, but also they're strong engines because obviously that one's coping well with the gearbox isn't coping as well with the extra power. But the engine is okay.
I mean, that's one of the things that's stopping me repairing it is I don't just want to send it to a garage so that they can buy a brand new gearbox. I just want to find one that is
a new gearbox and just whack it on.
I was thinking of buying a PD gearbox, which is the diesel gearbox, but the ratios are slightly different, and there's some drawbacks to that.
If you're doing the gearbox, you might as well do the clutch and the flywheel while you're at it.
Yes, that's the plan. Yes. I need to get a new oil catch can because that's a bit deteriorated, and I'm going to do some other engine-y bits inside. I can. Those are the new brake discs as well.
Oh yeah.
And I've got new pads in the back of the car as well. So
nice.
I'll sort all that out at the same time. So I'll have a brand new car after Christmas. So that'll be fun.
Like the ship that is like, how much of it can you replace?
Like Trigger's broom. Yeah.
Yeah. Before
it'll be a brand new car. Yeah.
But so that's good. Well, it'd be nice for it to have a bit of TLC. I think.
Yeah. True. Exactly. But yeah, on to engine. So then Volkswagen also, as you mentioned, you've got the W8, but. In between the 1.8T and the W8, you've got the infamous VR6.
Oh, the VC, yeah.
Which obviously famously went in the R32. It also, I believe, it went in the Touareg as well. I think that was the base model Touareg.
But it's cool that they got all the cylinders under one cylinder head, though.
Yeah, instead of the cylinders being
like a generic
like
V shape, they mesh in. Well, similar to
like
the Veyron's W16, because it's not like that. It sort of crosses itself.
Well, so the W16,
it's
the Veyron W16. Oh, that's another crack.
Because then the W8 is like two W4s.
They are two VR4s
together. Like that. Well, they're two
VR8s. Sorry, next to each other. Yeah.
And then, obviously, then it's like a VR16. Then.
Yeah.
But yeah, another one would have been like the...
Well, on the same topic of Volkswagen,
W12
you've then got the
diesel.
W12. No, the V10 diesel.
Oh,
then the W12 petrol. So that W12 petrol is two VR6s put together, essentially.
So that's what was in a lot of...
that's the Touareg that I want
things,
to get,
isn't it?
Is it
the W12 that's in Bentleys and things? Like, but that's twin turbo as well, isn't it? That one.
GT Speed. Yeah, so the Touareg with the W12. I think it's got about 400 horsepower. But they're so much more expensive. I mean, I honestly think my next car is going to be the V10 diesel Touareg.
So?
I am at the end of mid next year. I mean, the thing is, it's swing like in the summer. I'll be thinking, oh yeah, I don't want a Touareg anymore. I'd like a two-seater sports car like Audi TT or something. But
I have another notable engine for you.
Oh yeah,
the Lamborghini's Bizzarini engine, because that ran from...
Which one is that?
It ran from the Miura all the way to the Murcielago. They used it for 60 years.
60? Really?
With different iterations. But as a generic thing,
overall design.
It existed for 60 years.
Wow.
The displacement, again, it's like the displacement changed over the years. They added more valves to it eventually, and it went from carved
changing the head.
So it like everything over time changed, but the basic design of it stayed the same.
I mean, surely there's a lot, I mean, maybe not that long, but surely there's a lot of manufacturers who have had an engine that has, just evolved from... A design has changed.
You could say Porsche's flat. You could say Porsche's flat six, but that wasn't. But that didn't come from the initial block or something. Like things, so much has changed with those. They're just not the same engine because you got Nesca, you got this, that, and the other. They have lots of different engine designations.
And the only similarity is that it's just a flat six.
It's a flat six that goes in a port. But with that Lambo engine, it was the same basic engine was put in cars all the way from the Miura. Then the last car it was in was the Murcielago SV. Which is one of my favourite cars.
Stunning car.
Especially in that orangey.
That's a slight clue to one of our guests next year. I'm not going to say any more, but you'll probably know the car online. I reckon.
Well, because we met him, but
met him at Goodwood a few year before last. But that's going to be exciting.
That's a notable engine because there's not many engines, especially in cars like that, that has been running for 60 years.
Yeah. Speaking of Porsche flat sixes, VW T3 van that had the 3.2 litre flat six Porsche from a 911 Carrera. How awesome!
That is cool.
Even just as a concept, but let alone to actually produce it. I think they
wouldn't have made many, did they?
Produced. I did read how many they produced a minute ago. Only
very few.
Very few. But for
as
their
an
rally,
idea, as a concept, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So what was it for?
For their rally program, and they were the support vehicle for the 595 Paris Dakar.
Oh, so they had to have a bit of oomph behind them to do. Right.
What an awesome!
That is cool.
I mean, they're kind of inherently ugly vehicles, but I'm just attracted to that boxy 90s.
I do like them.
Late 80s, early 90s kind of design. I don't know what it is, but similar with my car. I don't really like the look of it as a car. It's just very boxy, but just the whole concept of the car is just quite cool. Yeah.
And other ones.
But there was what's her name? I think it's Laura Butler on Instagram. I was scrolling through. Actually, it was one of the ones that you sent me. The Lancia,
the Thema. It was a Ferrari
8.32.
Yeah, Ferrari V8 in it, isn't it?
Awesome. Yeah.
yeah. But it's only front-wheel drive. The first car ever fitted with a electric rear spoiler.
I was just going to say, I think that is the coolest rear wing on any car. I won't hear any argument,
though, because they did the first for so many things. First ever 6-speed manual fitted in a production car. First ever electric spoiler.
That would have been derived from their rally.
I don't know,
stuff?
in all honesty. I couldn't tell you where it came from, but they were the first one to do it.
Because it's normally from some form of motorsport that it comes down from, isn't it?
But yeah, it's They did so many firsts, and Lancia have fallen a long way since then. I love old Lancias.
Yeah. Do you remember? I think it was.
Do you remember?
Do you remember?
Anyway.
Do you remember the Aston Martin Signet V8?
Oh yeah, because the Signet was their Toyota IQ reskin. And they put the Vantage V8 in one.
They made the Signet because the overall emissions of the cars that they produced were too high. So to add an anomaly to make the average lower, they produced this. They basically produced the Toyota IQ.
It was the Toyota IQ underpinnings, just with an Aston Martin nice badge. Interior and a slightly nicer looking body.
Yeah, but then someone commissioned. I wonder who it was, because it would have been an existing big collector, probably.
Probably, but yeah, had the 4.2 litre V8 from a Vantage in it.
From the old V8 Vantage,
because it was technically a production car, had the shortest ever exhaust fitted to a production car.
Really?
Because the engine's in the back of it, and obviously the exhaust comes out the back too, so it's tiny little.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. I mean,
because good luck guessing.
Because I was thinking, I wonder if a Porsche or my Beetle has a really short exhaust, but actually the pipes kind of weave and go like
Whereas
that.
that literally straight out.
That would sound incredible, wouldn't it? What a sleeper!
It's awesome.
Imagine catching someone off guard at the lights.
When you see the size of the wheel arches, you'd know. One of my mates had an IQ, and the boot. We once bought like a thing of beer. Like a pack of like 6 beers, and we were like, "Oh, wouldn't it be really funny to put this in the boot?" And the boot was so small, we had to open up the box of beer, and you line them up in a row.
Oh no!
Because the boot is genuinely only that deep. You open the boot, and then it's a little bit of space, then just the seat,
which reinforces how
amazing
adverse to the idea people must have been when that guy, who was obviously on the same stuff that Volkswagen were on in the early 2000s. Oh, I want a Vantage V8 in my Aston Martin Sigma. Yeah, sure.
Because that has 400 horsepower, and obviously, you'd assume it would weigh more than obviously a normal IQ, but they were like 800 something kilos. I think 750 kilos.
It's the W205 C63 engine, isn't it?
I don't know.
Or is that?
I thought that was before? The new one. That would have been like the
previous Vantage.
Yeah, of the body styles that I like compared to like the new looking ones.
Yeah.
I've
just realised there's an article on here on Pistonheads that says it's for sale. Summer of 2018. I
bet you that sold for some money.
I wonder if it says here. See original advert. 2018. Oh, in 2018 it was commissioned in 2018. Yeah, price and application. Oh, boy.
I reckon that went for some big
2,893 miles. 4.7, 430 brake horsepower. 4.7 litres.
Because I think like an IQ weighed like 750 kilos. So even if that was a bit more because of the engine, but they've obviously stripped it out. So like it wouldn't weigh that different. So that's a good power to weight ratio.
1,300 kilograms. That's the same as my Mini that I had. That's
they've had a lot of weight on putting that engine in.
Yeah. Yeah,
I suppose on their back. So
it would be very back heavy though. But then I suppose the wheelbase is so short that
it's like
much difference.
I'd be amazed if it didn't wheelie a bit if you put your foot down.
On the topic of ridiculous engines in fairly normal cars, I reckon another whopper for engine car combination is the old M5 Touring.
Oh, with the V10,
5 litre V10.
Oh, okay. Because I'm pretty sure the Lambo one was a 5.2 then.
The E61, that was it. Chris Harris has just bought one, and I say just bought one. It was like very early this year, I think. But I'm pretty sure, according to his Instagram stories, it's been in the garage the whole time. So
they
notoriously
their
unreliable.
rod bearings, I don't think last very long.
Which is a popular thing with BMWs of that era. You've got the M3 V8 M3, which has the same problem as well. So, yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Imagine having a
wailing V10 ahead of you in your dad wagon.
Yeah, exactly. Another one to catch people off guard. And the way that again, Chris Harris, on the YouTube video where he takes it round, I think it's, what's the circuit that's just up the road?
Oh, Landau.
He takes it, that's where he goes to do all his track tests. That's where Top Dead Centre go as well as the...
Right.
Because I think they are based, Top Dead Centre and the whole Auto Alex group of YouTube channels are all based in Reading area. So, where's Castle Combe?
Castle Combe's like not far from like Bath and Bristol.
So I wonder why they don't go to Castle Combe. I suppose it's actually Landau is the next nearest track, isn't it? And
maybe Landau's open more because it's quieter.
Well, it would be a lot cheaper to hire Landau because I'm pretty sure they would
probably just hire the track for the day.
I think probably, yeah.
Because Castle Combe they do a track day once or twice a month. At most, it would be open to everyone.
It's a lot more popular track, isn't it?
Because when I did mine, they only allowed 20 cars on track at a time.
Yeah, of course you do.
There's 60 odd people say they're on a track day, and they just stagger you all.
Yeah.
But if you're going to hire all the track, you wouldn't want to. Like a Landau would be a lot cheaper.
What is the ultimate car engine combination? Do you think? If I was going to read your mind...
Oh, W6, the 8-litre W16 from the Bugatti Veyron.
Oh, you think that's...
Quad turbo.
Oh, that's the one you think.
It has to be. Sequential turbos, though. I never knew this until quite recently.
Sequential turbos?
So you have two smaller turbos and two bigger ones.
Have you watched the recent Mike Fernie video?
No.
Oh. No, right. I found out recently as well from that video.
But yeah, because when I was younger, I just thought, 4 turbos are going to spool it together.
Yeah. I didn't even realise that was a thing.
The first two go at like lower RPMs, and when you go for a certain, like say 4,000, the others.
So that you get
so like you're constantly in the boost range
all the way through the power range,
which is very clever. But yeah, as far as like an engineering masterpiece goes, I think that has to be it.
Yeah,
because especially they designed that in what, like 2005 was when it was first unveiled at the Geneva Motor Show or something. I can't remember which motor show, but one of the big, either Paris or Geneva, I can't remember which one, but it was unveiled on one of those in 2005.
That's what you got to do to get 1,000 horsepower.
And then, like, it's just wild, isn't it? But then, to be from that long ago, and it was still being used up until this year, until the Tourbillon with the V16.
Yeah.
Now, but it's been used for almost 20 years, and it's consistently been one of the most powerful engines money can buy.
Yeah.
Year upon year upon year.
Yeah.
Which I've always thought was quite amazing.
Yeah, I mean, those hypercar companies do incredible things, don't they? But Volkswagen do incredible things.
They do. Volkswagen. But yeah, the thing is, on every single Veyron they ever sold, they made a loss of about £2 or £3 million.
Oh yeah, of course, because the whole project was based on we can do this for the sake of showing off. We can what they're actually capable of.
We are going to make like the fastest car with the like craziest engine, this, that, and the other, and they did. But even when they were new, they were selling for like just over £1 million. Obviously, that was back in the early 2000s, so that's a lot more than what £1 million is worth now. But
you know what really annoys me is whenever I think of Bugatti or Rimac, because they are now merged. But the CEO, what's his name? How do you pronounce it? Well, it's Mate, isn't it? So is it Mate Rimac or something?
Don't know.
But anyway, 3 years ago, or 4 years ago, I spoke to him in the FOSS Future Lab, at the Goodwood Festival of Speed Future Lab.
Oh yeah.
And he was stood next to the Rimac Concept 2 at the time, and it was called the Concept 2 then. And I just thought, oh, you must be an engineer or something like that. I had no idea who he was, and obviously he wasn't really as famous as he is now.
No.
He had a
nice
genuine
guy.
chat, and we were talking about. Basically, he was complaining to me about how Richard Hammond wrote off that one Concept 1, and because they were trying to bring back the. They were taking back the Concept 1s off the customers and then replacing them and using some of the parts from the Concept 1 and then giving it back to their customers in the guise of a Concept 2. So that's how they were, because obviously the business has to work in a certain way that's how it worked. But then I went home. I went home, thought nothing of it. Then a year later, I thought I recognise that guy who's just become the owner of Bugatti. Oh my God, it's him that I spoke to at Goodwood that was ranting to me about Richard Hammond. I was like, I was so annoying that I didn't. I mean, I'm glad that I didn't shove a camera in his face, which is what I was doing to people of that ilk at that time. Anyway. Yeah, I think that sums up that section quite nicely. Now, for my favourite section of this podcast, shall we move on to our cars of the week? So, this section, recurring section in every episode, where me and Ewan choose cars that we've seen over the week. Actually, more often than not, 2 minutes before the podcast episode starts. Quick, find the car! Quick, find the car! But
we would never.
Nonetheless. Cars that shout to us and really kind of speak to us when we're scrolling through the classified ads on Auto Trader or the
any
like.
other ones. Yeah. Today we've gone for cars from say around the 1990s.
Yeah, it's fun. Fun
in and around there. Zero cars from that sort of era, I suppose.
Yeah.
My first choice was a Ford Sierra Cosworth.
Ooh.
I think that has to be on there because
with that massive rear wing,
with the big wing, you can't go wrong with it.
Yeah.
But 2-litre 4-cylinder turbo.
We've got Frank Stevenson to thank for that rear wing, the design of it.
And everyone's been in a pub where some old man has gone, they could drive upside down in a tunnel, didn't you know? Because it makes so much downforce.
Is that the one?
They can't do it. But people used to say they could.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just awesome, and it's.
Yeah. So how much is that on for?
I found one. It's over 100,000 miles, and it's still £49,000.
What's the general price of those?
Well, if you have a low mile one, I think one sold recently for like over 150k or something.
Yeah.
But then one with 100,000 miles, higher miles, whatever, but in so good.
See, that's the kind of price that I had it in mind.
Well, yeah,
100,
but then
150.
But then, yeah, that's like it, because there was one that was found with like 1 mile, or like, like
so
under
much,
10 miles on the clock. But I think that's a waste.
It's so much nicer to find cars like this with higher. I mean, 120,000 miles for what is it? 100.
There's 106. I found this one with 106,000 miles.
Higher mileage like that.
1987 for 50k, pretty.
It's just that just makes more sense. It's just so much nicer to find a car. For us two, and everyone else who likes to drive their cars, it's much better.
Exactly, it makes me a bit sad when I see when you see these like lovely cars with like 10 miles on the clock.
Yeah,
you're like,
totally.
Like it's just a waste.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, so that was my one. You see these and wonder how many bank robberies they were part of back in the day. But I've just thought of another one now. But
go on.
Carry on.
Okay, so my first car listing of the week is a Renault 5 Turbo GT.
Ooh, nice.
I absolutely love the Renault 5 Turbo 2 GT because you've got those massive, huge, great big haunches on the back, those massive rear arches. But this example is the Turbo 1, so the first iteration of the Renault 5 Turbo. It's a GT 1.4. Guess how much it is? It's got 115,000 miles, so again, not a.
But it's a bit rarer.
Bearing in mind, good, really collector's examples go for like
50,
close to 100.
Really,
like 90, 80,
and
90
how many miles
grand.
did this one have?
Pretty sure 115,000. So again, it's a high mileage.
30,000.
21.5.
That's quite reasonable.
Yeah.
I know it's higher miles, but even so, like that's
it's not bad, is it? I mean, again, I much prefer the Turbo 2 look, but
even so, it's still a cracking little car.
Yeah, a wicked little 90s 90s hot hatch.
On one of the tabs you had open, I think me and you had the same next car. So
really?
I've gone ahead and I've gone and found a different one.
Oh, okay. What was the car that you had before?
That one.
Not that exact
that exact one.
That actually, okay. Oh, right.
But I have found a Lotus Carlton.
Oh!
So it's the Vauxhall.
Oh my god, that's another car with a really great engine combination.
Twin turbo V6 in that one.
Yes.
But yeah, they are ridiculous. They have like over 300 odd horsepower.
I mean, quite ugly cars, aren't they, really?
Well, again, they're not like... They don't look mental.
But, I mean, they're 90s ugly, aren't they?
Yeah, they have wipers on their headlights.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, classic 90s Vauxhall look, isn't it?
Yes. But yeah, so it's a Vauxhall Carlton, but fiddled with by Lotus.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are awesome. And again, another one used in probably many bank robberies.
Yeah.
But yeah, and this one sold... Where does it say how much this one sold for? It was saying it was expected to sell for just under £100,000.
I mean, yeah, they
didn't make many of them, but
they've gone up. Like maybe not. I don't know. I don't know
how
them recently,
few miles that had, but
the last time I looked a few years ago, there was a few like 50 grand-ish, like 5 years ago maybe.
They might have been higher miles too, but that one there didn't have many miles. It was just a hair under 100,000.
Need to collect the cars. We need to get on the bandwagon. We need to start buying up these.
Just buying them in bulk.
In bulk, yeah. Just a creative Lotus Carlton, please.
Just get loads of just.
So that brings me on to my second car listing of the week, which is altogether now a Peugeot 205
GTI. No, I saw that and I was like, oh god, I got the same one as you. I need to quickly find one.
So I've chosen this particular one because it has the wheels that I like. I'm starting to think maybe I have a bit of a wheel fetish, like because I would happily have a collection of just a wall wheel.
I like
a wheel wall rather.
A wheel wall. It'd be really cool, you could say. Sorry. Thank you for laughing.
But yeah, the wheels on this particular car is so as you said, 205 GTI 1.9. Again, another iconic classic high hatch. I've gone French actually this week. Both of them French, aren't they? But anyway, there we are. By the by, but these wheels are milled out of a solid block of.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, for a hatchback of that era, you don't get that in hatchbacks of this era, do you?
No. They're so cool.
That is cool.
They look so,
I bet you the wheel.
Good.
How much is that one for sale for?
What do you reckon?
Well, whatever it is, half the value of the car is probably in those wheels.
Yeah, it's 16,999.
That's not bad at all. Because they're only going to go up in value, aren't they?
Yeah.
As well, that's
look at those clocks. Those iconic 80s clocks.
Very...
Yeah.
The thing is, though, even if you get like the top spec car
cool.
from that era, the clocks still look a little bit poverty spec.
Yeah. But then that is just
favourite dials of me, though, would be in the Lancia Delta Integrale with like the yellow.
Oh,
I love those.
Yeah.
That would have been one of my choices from today, but I did that in the previous car of the week.
And go and check that out. Or
after
in a
this
second.
one finishes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would have been my choice for today.
Yeah.
If we were doing the 90s, because that was from 1995, I think. That one. But
I think that's a pretty hefty 4 cars there that we've chosen. I wonder. It makes me think. I wonder if like people. Well, us included, but people primarily who kind of grew up around those cars in the 80s and 90s, they all want them now, which is why the prices have hiked up. I wonder if there are cars now, like hot hatches, like what would it be, like Golf R or Honda Civic Type R or something?
I don't know.
But in 30 years' time, 20 years' time, our generation going to be buying back the cars that we grew up around?
What you'll find then is that GTI that we saw in the ones we've shown now, they might go down again because they'd be like the grandfather. Because if you think about it, like the MGB GT, for example, a lot of people nowadays, they would have seen their dads or granddads with those, who now have them. But
there was a spike in like seeing those on the road,
but they were like
10 years ago.
They were like all like the older boys that have just retired, buying those cars to maybe do up and stuff, and now they're selling. I mean, maybe like people in our generation don't tend to have that connection with those cars. So now they sell for dirt cheap. Really, because...
But, I mean, do you think the modern cars that are produced now have the same kind of integrity that...
I don't know.
...will make them be lusted after in 20 years' time by our generation?
Potentially, because a couple of years ago, you'd have got that GTI for about $4,000, probably.
Yeah.
About 10 years ago. Like, I mean, they would be dirt cheap.
The R32, Volkswagen Mark IV R32.
Oh, they're going up loads. And
some are for sale for, like, ridiculous amounts, like 25 grand plus.
Like, nostalgia plays a big part in it, and also we don't get cars like that anymore.
Well, that's the thing.
So I do think, it's, particularly after say like 2015, 2016, cars have almost like, especially like day-to-day cars, like even if it's like a hotter hatch, they are a bit watered down compared to maybe how they used to be. And even though they have more power and they are quicker, you probably just don't get that same feel. Behind the wheel of it.
Feel behind the wheel.
If it rhymes, it must be true. But yeah, that like. Because I don't know, like I would get more excited about seeing a hot hatch from even 10, 15 years ago than I would about a more modern one, in all honesty. But again, maybe that's our nostalgia coming into play, because that's what we would have liked when we were in primary school. When
I'm in London, I need to kind of see if I can see any of these 80s, 90s hot hatches about, see if they're kind of being driven. Don't know. Sure I wonder when the best time to go out there will be.
Sunday morning.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm going to be around this Sunday coming. I'm going to be in
not commuting times,
Berkeley Square.
like a Sunday morning
9 a.m.
onwards,
when people are out. But between 9 a.m. and like 12 p.m. It's
maybe even like a smidge. I don't know, because a lot of people, obviously in London with the traffic being so bad, if you do want to go out for a drive,
this is the thing. I'll be able to find all this out and feed back for the next episode, which I'm really excited about. And then our first guest will be appearing on our second episode, which I'm super, super excited about.
I don't know who it is, and I'm excited.
Well, do you want? Yeah, shall I? I have told you, actually, so you will. I have told you.
I know you have, but I know you messaged me, but I can't remember.
Maybe I should keep it a secret.
Keep it a secret.
Yeah.
You gotta have them coming back.
Pardon?
You've got to have them coming back.
Yeah. Well, no, I meant to keep it a secret from you.
I can look back at the messages.
Yeah. Maybe comment down below who you think it is, and tag anyone below, actually, who you would like to see on this podcast. So that might gain their interest. We will see you in the new year.
Well, thank you for watching.
Leave a like down below and subscribe and all that business. I don't think I've been telling people to do that in previous episodes, but over this we're going to have a bit of a longer break now, and we'll see you on, I believe, January the 2nd, I think. Keep an eye out on the Rev Report social media channels. So that's the Rev Report on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And all the information will be updated on those platforms. But in the meantime,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And
we'll see you soon.
Well, yeah, see you soon. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.